Welcome back to Forex Life, guys. I just want to say thank you for all the support that you guys have given me so far. I really appreciate it. In today's video, we will be looking at how to catch spikes on boom and crash. Okay. So if it is your first time on this channel, please like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you can get notified when I do upload the next video. Also, guys, I see lots and lots of people watching my videos, viewing it and not giving it a like. Please, guys, like it. It will boost the algorithm on YouTube so more potential traders out there that are struggling will be able to see the video. Okay, so let's get straight into it. I always try to make the strategies as simple as possible but yet effective enough. So in order to catch the spikes today, we will only be using two indicators on our mobile phone, so you can trade on the go. Also, you can use it at any zoom level, it doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. And so the first indicator that we're going to add is going to be our moving average, right? So the first one, we're going to make that period 10, shift 0, and our method is going to be exponential. Let's use 2 pixel and let's use the color red. No, let's use green. Okay, and that is how it should look. Okay, the green looks a bit bright. Let's change it to a green like that. Okay, then we're going to add another moving average, and this moving average will be period 21. Everything stays the same, you just change the color, so I'll make mine red, and done. So how the strategy works, guys, really simple. Okay, so we're going to wait for the two moving averages to cross over. For example, let's just zoom in. So I think I'll use it on the third zoom level just so that I can see. So if we go back, we can see over here that the moving averages crossed, right? So we will never ever be able to catch the first spike, which is okay. We don't need to be greedy in the market. There is ample opportunities. So we wait patiently for the moving averages to cross over here. Once it crosses, guys, I think you guys can already see what it does, right? Once it crosses, it gives the spike. What do we then do? We then wait for the red candle to touch the green moving average. And as you guys can see, let's make it a bit bigger, like that. So we have our crossover over here. Our red candle touched the green moving average. We enter and a spike. And then we go again. We enter once the green touches the red candle and spike. Go again. Green touches the red candle and spike. And we look again. Green touched the red over here, didn't spike. The green touched the red candle, it didn't spike. The green touched the red moving average, still didn't spike, and then it spiked. So this is where the red moving average comes into play, guys. So this red moving average we're going to use as our stop loss. Okay, so if we enter over here on the green candle and it doesn't spike immediately, we wait till the red moving average touch the little red candle. Okay, whatever color you're using as your moving average. If it doesn't spike after 5 candles after touching a red moving average, you then close. So you can have your first entry on the green moving average. So that will be your first entry. If it doesn't go, then we can put our second entry, and it won't be a lot of candles, guys, so you won't be losing out much if it does not spike. Okay, our second entry will be on the red moving average over here. 5 candles thereafter, if a spike does not occur, you close the trade. But as we can see here, it was 3 candles and the spike happened. So we look here again. So our first entry would have been over here when the green moving average touched the red candle. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th candle, we have our second entry on the red moving average. And just 1 candle after our red moving average, we got the spike. So both positions would have been in profit. Okay, we go again and we check. So first entry, no spike. Second entry, 2 candles, massive spike. Invisible spike, but massive spike. Both positions would have been in profit. And then over here, what happened over here? The moving averages crossed. Okay, so you would have taken your first entry here because the green touched the red candle. Your second entry would have been over here. The red moving average touched the red candle. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So over here, you would have closed your trade. It's not a big loss, guys. Not a big loss to take. The losses will become less, but your wins will be more. And the amount of your loss will not be that much. Okay, so this is in total. That's 7 candles. 7 candles in total that you would have lost out on. And if we just check this, let's say we're using our lowest lot size. So we're using a 0.20, we times that by 7, that's $1.40. $1.40 that you lost on that trade, which is not much at all. So now we go back and we check again somewhere else in the market. So where do we see a crossover? So over here we have a crossover. Right, so here we can clearly see that the crossover happened. The green crossed the red. Like I said, we won't catch the first spike. So now we go and we wait. So here the green touched the red. So let's see how much wins we would have got out of this trade. So here we would have entered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here we enter our second position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we would have lost that trade. 10 candles, we would have lost that trade because the spike has occurred, but that was a minor spike. Okay, and we can see that the market has been in some sort of consolidation there. Then we had this massive spike again here with another crossover. Same thing occurred over here. Same thing, that would have been another loss. And then over here we would have started making profits. Okay, let's go back and check somewhere else. Just see over here. So over here we have a nice crossover again. Over here we have the crossover and the spike occurred. We wouldn't have caught this one over here. We wouldn't have caught this one over here as well because the green did not cross over the red candle. So let's see what would have happened. So we would have only caught the spike over here. The green crossed over the red candle, we would have entered. And we would have entered our second position right over here. And as we entered, we would have caught that spike, both positions in profit. Okay, and then the next one, the green crossed the red candle over here and it spiked. And it spiked again. Also another bit of advice that I want to give you guys when you're catching the spikes, right, on this strategy. So here, for example, we can see 1 candle. Whenever we enter a spike, so we would have entered over here and we would have caught the spike, do not close immediately. If another spike does not occur after 3 candles, so here we have 1, and let's just say 2, 3, and nothing happened, then we close. Okay, then you close your trade and you still take your profits. Always close it after the 3rd candle because most likely there will be another spike. So let's see. Let's look for more examples. Remember guys, it's all about patience in this market. You don't need to catch every single trade, but when you do catch a trade, it will be a good one. Okay, so let's see over here. So over here we had our crossover occurred. Here we had our first entry, then we had our second entry, and then we had a nice big spike, invisible spike, but both positions in profit. Okay, and then we hold 1, 2, 3. Another spike did not occur, so we would have closed over there. Still having profits. And then here we can of course see another crossover happen to the downside, so we wouldn't have entered, but we wouldn't have known that. We would have entered over here, our first position, our second position, 5 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have closed over there, and then the spike would have happened. However, we would have caught the next spike. Let's see if we can find more examples. So over here, so the crossover happened, didn't catch that spike. Entered over here, the green moving average touched the red candle, first position, second position, 1 candle, spike. Hold for 3, didn't get another spike, we close with our profits. Over here, green crossed red, red crossed red, 5 candles close, wouldn't have caught that. But here's just an example. That's 4 candles and it spiked again. After the third candle, we close because we don't want to give back to the market. We don't want to give much back to the market. We always want to secure our profits. And the same thing applies with crash. So this works on boom 500, boom 1000, crash 1000, and crash 500. So over here again, we can see another crossover happen, and we got 3 spikes that we missed out on, which is okay. That is fine. We will always catch the next one. And over here, we have entered our first position, second position over here, 2 candles, and a spike happened. We hold for 3, 1, 2, and we got another spike. We hold for 3, 1, 2, 3, and we have closed over there. Massive profits on both positions. Then we have entered over here again, first position, and on our first position, because the red didn't cross the red candle over here, the red moving average, we have caught that spike there. And then we hold for 3, 1, 2, 3, no spike. We enter again over here and we catch that spike again over there. And then we enter again over here, first position, second position, 5 candles, no spike, and we close. So that's how simple the strategy is, guys. It's really effective. Like I say, no strategy is 100%, but the wins are way more than the losses. So let's check crash 500. So with crash 500, it works exactly the same, just of course, other way around. So let's see. So over here we would have our crossover and the crash would have happened. What would we do? We wait for the green moving average to touch the green candle, first position. Second position over here where the red moving average touched the green candle, and we enter our second position and we got that spike, that crash, right? We hold for 3, 1, 2, 3, we caught that crash. Hold for 3, 1, 2, 3, caught that crash. Hold for 3, 1, caught that crash. Caught another crash, hold for 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is where we would have closed out. This is where we would have closed out. So we would have caught 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crashes on this one trade. And then of course, let's just move it like that. we would have closed, and then we enter again when the green moving average touched the green, caught that crash, wait for 3, there's 1, crash, crash, wait for 3, 1, 2, 3, we would have closed over there. Alright, we would have closed all over there. All of this already here is massive profits. We would have entered again. Green moving average touches the green candle, first position. Second position didn't crash yet, so second position will be when the moving average crosses the green candle, the red moving average. Wait for 5 candles before we close, and there's 1, and we caught that crash. So far, both positions are in profit. We wait for 3 and crash. We wait for 3. Let's see, wait for 3, and that's where we would have closed. Both positions in profit. Easy way to make money, guys. Really simple, really effective. Over here, so the crossover happened. We wouldn't have caught none of these crashes, but over here, when the green moving average touched the green candle, crossed the green candle over here, we would have gotten a sniper entry, would have caught that crash. Wait for 3, 1, 2, 3. No crash, so we close. We enter again over here, first position, no crash yet. Second position when the red moving average crosses the green candle, and we would have caught that crash and that crash. And if we check, we wait for 3 and a crash. Wait for 3, nothing, we close. We enter again over here, first position, second position, crash. 3 candles, would have break even on the one position, and the second position would have still been in profits. So it's really easy, really effective. Just practice your risk management when using the strategy. You can easily double your account for the day. If you're starting off small with a $10 account, you can easily double your account. Check over here as well. So here we had our crossover, the red moving average crossed the green, and over here would have been our first position, okay, and over here would have been our second position. So the green moving average crossed the green candle, and then the red moving average crossed the green candle, and we got that crash. We caught another crash. We wait for 3, caught another crash, caught another crash, wait for 3, and we would have closed over there. Closed over there, so we would have caught 1, 2, 3, 4 crashes, and then we would have entered over here again, another crash, wait for 3, another crash, wait for 3, close, another entry, crash. So I hope you guys can see how effective this strategy is. I hope that you guys will make lots of money with the strategy. It's really simple. Don't be greedy, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Do not be greedy. You wait for the setup to happen. You guys can see that at work. Yes, there will be losses. There will definitely be losses, but the losses will be minimal. Okay, the losses will be minimal.